South Korea is considered as one of the most developed countries in the world. Korea is a country that relies on people as its capital. So for them, it is more than important to attract gifted ones with talent. However, because of this, those who have intellectual difficulties are shunned by society. In addition, social norms are also a challenge for intellectually disabled people every day. Korean views and attitudes toward disabled people are generally negative. Because of this, living with lifelong disabilities in Korea means pain for oneself and one's family. Intellectual disability is a term used when there are limits to a person's ability to learn at an expected level and function in daily life. According to Chunsa, a news site in Korea, of the special education recipients by disability category, over 52% had an intellectual disability. However, only 16.9% of those were receiving education in regular schools and general classes. This means that most of the intellectual disabilities are not receiving inclusive education and are being separated from society in the process of education.
이들은 비장애인들에겐 평범한 일상인 이동할 권리와 공부할 권리, 관계 맺는 삶 등을 요구했는데요.
Recently, parents of students with disabilities protest in front of the Blue House. 555 of them even shaved their hair to receive the government's attention and raise awareness of this issue.
엄마 안녕. 몇몇 편지를 쓰네. 솔직히 삭발하는 거 진짜 싫어. 믿어지지도 않고 인정하기도 싫어.
The requests were just asking for daily and weekly services for the disabled students from the government. However, the government has not been responding to this request. There even is a contradiction made here because this shows that students have not been receiving proper education in general schools, which implicitly means that they are not receiving qualified education in any way. Currently, families are the only ones that have the responsibility. The ones without families often are just behind, alone.
이 세상에 지원체계 없이 혼자 대부분을 줍니다. 최소한의 시간에 대한 서비스, 주변 서비스, 이것만 해야죠.
However, it is hard to erase the stereotype of how people think disabled students lower bars for normal classes and disadvantage gifted ones. According to one report on high-achieving students, more than 7 in 10 teachers of these students surveyed noted that their brightest students were not challenged or given a chance to thrive in their classrooms. It is more than just giving students a challenge in classrooms. Gifted programming positively influences students' futures. Because of this, the gifted ones here in Korea are often trapped. The fact of the matter is that some students learn more quickly than others, and some students need more individual attention. In order to accommodate the differing needs of their students, many schools started to adopt a tracking system, separating students by academic ability into different groups for certain subjects or for all subjects. However, a potential disadvantage of the tracking system is that by dividing students into a group by their academic ability, the educational system may cause those students to self-label themselves as inferior to upper track students. This leads to a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy as the students experience lower self-esteem due to this separation, which in turn can lead to reduced academic performance. Plus, the few intellectually disabled ones can get discriminated against by other students. Moreover, there's a reason why all of them should come together in one society, in one classroom. Research has found that disabled students can also help gifted people. Another important factor in effective inclusive education is the implementation of consistent behavioral support throughout the learning environment. This consistency is essential for the success of students with emotional or behavioral disabilities in the general education environment, but school-wide behavioral support also helps to establish high expectations throughout the school community as a whole. Learning to help intellectually disabled students can help them learn about society, where all types of people exist. Although the seriousness of this issue has been rising after TV programs such as Extraordinary Attorney Woo and protests that were previously mentioned, difficulties still exist. Society should focus on the education that the intellectually disabled are receiving, and there should be changes in law. Normalization is a policy in Denmark and could be one solution for this. The principle of normalization holds that people with mental retardation should be supported in leading lives, which by daily routine, opportunities, expectations, and treatment are as much like other people in their community and of their age as possible. Intellectually disabled are also part of our society, and they should also be included.
Yeah. If more characters with disabilities appear in the media, it will naturally make the audience become familiar with the disabled and also foster a better understanding of them.